Hello and a very warm welcome back to the volume technique in rhythm talking about drums. Now we're going to look at the double stroke roll. Now the double stroke roll in its system is the same idea like the single stroke roll. You're playing 16th, you're counting them 1 E and A. The thing about the double stroke roll is that later on in this volume I'm going to explain to you the concept of downstroke, because we are using the double stroke in a groove in the next volume. So the principle is you reproduce the sound. If you wouldn't look at my hands, I might be playing anything, but I do actually play a double stroke. The double stroke is the second rudiment you will find in the books, and the double stroke comes and theoretically remains without an accent. But of course this is about exercising, so we are going to play a few accents for strictly exercising purposes. Movement number 6 is the actual double stroke. Please look at movement number 5. Movement number 6, you find the first accent. You have 2 strokes, and the first one of those 2 strokes is accentuated. Now, be very careful with this, it's not as easy as it looks. Okay, that's the accent. Now, one piece of information that is actually quite important. If you do this with a drumstick, you have to deal with the rebound. I do it with rods. Rods do not rebound. Therefore, I cannot cheat. When you do with a stick, you can actually get away with a bit of cheating. You can just let the stick bounce back. With a rod, you can't do that. This is the reason why I use rods. We don't want to cheat. So you accentuate the first one of those 2 downstrokes. You go back to the normal double stroke as it's written in movement number 5. Look at 7. Emphasizes the second one. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, which is a pushing motion. It is rather uncomfortable to do this. So when you do it for strictly stick control and exercise purposes. You will introduce this into your daily play, but it's not adamant to do it. As long as you focus on your double stroke and get this nice and round. The most important thing about the double stroke is, again, the height of the stick, your stick control, your posture. This is a single stroke. A single stroke is 1 stroke with each hand. Now I'm starting to exaggerate, as you can see, because the concept of double stroke is to play a down stroke, down, 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 and now execute 2 strokes. The same principle works with a triple. So it's the principle of the downstroke, which will come in as very important when we actually take the double stroke into a groove. Do not think for a moment that you have to do it like this. That's a disaster. That's an absolute disaster. You will never get speed. You will never control. The double stroke is based on that up and down motion, and you simply execute 2 or 3 or 10 if you like, but it's a downstroke. That is the principle. Talking about the downstroke, please have a look at movement number 8. The double stroke roll cheetah, as I call it, because if you look at it, it is technically not a double stroke. It features the movement of the double stroke as it goes, but the beginning is a single right hand. So you are playing, I'm going to demonstrate this on my hi-hat, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, okay? So technically it's not a double stroke, but this is why I call it a cheetah. When you play that cheetah, the movement continues in double stroke form, but it's the pushing motion. Okay, and as you can see, I have an accent there. This is a natural accent. The cheetah is the only double stroke motion with a natural accent. The others are induced. There shouldn't be an accent on your double stroke roll. And that particular accent in the cheetah becomes very important because it's on the ones. Okay. You can actually turn it round if you play a groove, which essentially is going to be a half-time groove, which essentially we're going to deal with in the next volume. Just to give you an idea, if you want to turn it round, use this in a groove. This is why we do the cheater. Okay, so the cheater played at speed makes perfect sense. The cheater played slowly doesn't make any sense at all, so I didn't even bother doing that. But you're coming from the double stroke roll, and you change the movement ever so slightly, and I keep it in the double stroke roll motion because it becomes very important for the next volume, in which we are going to look at a double stroke in a groove. Thank you very much. Go practice. Enjoy. Have a good day. Cheers. Bye.